I want to just piggyback on what Pastor Sharon talked about in the Pentecost and the so um probably like 10 years ago I was taking a patient. I was a nurse at the time, and I was taking a patient out of the hospital, and the patient's family member was with me, and I don't we you know how the Holy Ghost just works. We just know I knew he was a believer, and we just started talking about the Lord. And he told me that he was French and he had I believe he had a relative in France. I want to say it was his mother-in-law, but anyway, it was a relative in France, and she was an atheist. And something about she was sick in bed, and the family had like a priest come or a pastor come to bless her, and the pastor was speaking in a language that everybody like he was speaking to her in, I want to say it was English, or either way, the the woman on the bed, she was like, wait, this I hear him speaking in my dialect in France, and it's a very very specific dialect, and I believe it's called Altician, or so. It's from like it's in a specific, very specific area in France, and she heard him speaking to her in her dialect, but the people in the room did not hear that. They heard their own dialect, and right there, she became a believer. She was like, this is impossible. There's no way that this pastor could speak. And he was speaking supposedly in some other language. So that's our God. He can use those things to confound the wise. Like somebody wise, but that doesn't make any sense. Well, guess what? The message of the cross is foolishness to those who are perishing.
Good word.
But to those of us who are saved, it's the power of God. Here we
Yes,
go.
it's the power of God.
Power.
Come on.